Post-Show Show is powered by Wild Wings Sherwood Park. Don't feel like cooking? Say bucket. With Wild Wings Takeout Bucket Special, just $24.99.
Wild Wings!
Facebook Wild Wings Sherwood Park.
What we're doing today for the Big Board Update is we are recording it, and it will be the post-show show today as well. So, hello. And you know what this will do? This will provide even more proof that the Big Board does exist.
Yeah.
As we are,
this show would not last long with three of us.
Oh, in the room here like this? Yeah, this wouldn't
4
go over
hours?
very well. Yeah, this would not happen. There's a reason we have the show laid out the way we do. But for those of you who are watching this later on the post-show show, it's brought to you by Wild Wing in Sherwood Park. So check it out. Here we are, Big Board Update. We're gonna get to the watch list after, right? I think we're gonna break down the Big Board.
You can't lead with a watch list.
The watch list is lucky it's even going to be on the bottom of the Big Board. It should be on a separate board entirely. But here at Bell, we don't have the budget for a smaller, still somewhat semi-sized board.
Maybe like a chalkboard or something.
How come these names haven't been erased?
I can do it now. Yeah.
If we're gonna update a Big Board,
I just didn't know.
Yeah, no, erase.
I'm
erase
so
the
glad
names.
there's an actual eraser. I thought he was going to have the paper
Yeah.
towel
Yeah.
that he spit into.
Like when back in the day in school with overheads.
The overhead projector.
Yeah.
Yeah, just rub everything off with your thumb.
It's just at the end of the day, your thumb is
licking the thumb, and why did teachers do that?
Oh, that's a good marker
That's
today.
good,
That's
eh?
a
We got
fresh
the
one.
Big
Cadillacs,
Board.
yeah.
Big Board takes the next step in legitimacy
It
today.
really does.
This is outstanding stuff. Okay, so
Who said you could use that?
did you take that from my desk? I can't do Matthew Owonick as good as Phrase can do Matthew Owonick. All right, so some things have changed on the Big Board as opposed to the last one we had posted. And remember, we do have a Big Board photo of the Big Board, on the website at nielsenandfraser.com, so you can always go and look at the Big Board. Let's start at the bottom of the Big Board and work our way up. These are right-handed defensemen the Oilers can reasonably target.
Right, or should.
Or should, yeah, you're right. Should reasonably target.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5 on the Big Board here on the 28th of April, 2016. He was number 5 last time as well.
And he stays there.
Kevin Shattenkirk. Lieutenant Eric, put him up.
Put 'em on the guard.
Big Board!
Big Board.
Phrase.
I call him Captain Kirk. That's my nickname.
Is that your name for him? It's... Kevin doesn't have 2 E's, but don't worry about it. We'll get to that. We'll get to that later. You watch St. Louis right now, and they're going to make. I think they're going to make a nice run.
Yeah.
But with Parayko and Pietrangelo as right shot D-men,
defenseman, yeah.
and the new contract needed at the end of next season for Kevin Shattenkirk, still think he's got to be on the Big Board. Does he not?
He has to be on the Big Board.
Very good offensive defenseman.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy on the power play with that right shot and McDavid over on the right side. Kevin Shattenkirk, maybe he should even be higher, but he's definitely at number 5. On the Big Board. Number 4 on the Big Board.
Big Board.
The only new addition. There's some other shuffling, but the one new addition to the Big Board, and this is a big name.
This is a big one. That's a pretty big matzo ball there.
Pernell Carl Subban.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I even did both names.
Yeah.
PK Subban, number 4. Now, I know that the names.
No, that's how you spell it.
That's how you spell it. Okay.
Prinal.
Yeah.
Pernell.
Yeah. Okay. I know the name's been up there, Phrase, but are we idiots for even putting him on the Big Board? Like, I feel like no, there's no way.
PK Subban.
Yeah, that's what it looks like right now. Oh my goodness! All right,
That was my best bait.
his name's PK, not PC. But don't worry about it.
Carl, I thought it was.
Yeah, no, I get it, Eric. I understand.
Is it even legitimate? He has a no-trade clause that kicks in at July 1st of this year. He does not get along with the head coach that they've doubled down on. There are rumors that there are people in his own dressing room he does not maybe get along with, or they don't appreciate him. And he makes a ton of money.
I still don't see it,
Well,
but I understand why his name should be on this list.
It would be the biggest test of Habs fans' loyalty if they were to trade this guy away. I mean, you're a Habs fan.
Just like when they let Saku Koivu walk so they could trade Ryan McDonough to get Scott Gomez, and they give Gomez Koivu's number. That organization died to me that day. It's been very difficult to get back on board. I'm serious. All right, so number 5, Kevin Shattenkirk.
But just to finish with PK Subban. But if there's any chance he's available, the Oilers have to do everything in their power to get him.
And he's not going to be on this big board past July 1 if
he
that
won't.
thing kicks in. So, all right, number 3 on the big board. He was number 2 last time. We moved him down. He is an unrestricted free agent. Jason Demers still on the board. Just because he's such an available target. He's a UFA. If you go and you give him the extra year, extra money like they did Andrew Ferentz, you should be able to bring in a guy like Jason Demers. So, Demers will be added to the big board again, but moves down a spot. Is this... I mean, when we look at reasonable targets, Will,
Yeah.
he's probably the most reasonable because you don't have to give him anything to get.
He's reasonable because he's a UFA, but it also kind of makes him a little unreasonable because he's going to have a lot of teams.
You're right. You're right. You've got the 29 other teams that are coming after him as well,
Right,
and
and
also don't have to give up anything, and also can provide a better
chance at
team
winning.
to play with right now.
Exactly.
But yes, he is on the big board there at number 3. Number 2 on the big board, his team was just eliminated in 7 games. You have to think there's some sort of change coming there in Anaheim. They have depth on the blue line. We are moving Sammy Vatanen up from number 4 to number 2 on the big board.
On the big board. And this makes a lot of sense. I mean, right shot defenseman can run your power play, your first unit power play.
Has a good shot.
And is on a team that needs to do something. Needs to do something.
If you're Anaheim this year, you're looking at, unfortunately for Filthy Bruce, but he'll get another job, likely firing their head coach.
Yeah.
I would think moving one of their goaltenders because you're
Right.
going to get something really good for him.
Yeah.
And then moving a defenseman to get help up front. So, well, it's not Vatanen, it's Vatanen.
It's Fat.
It's with a V.
Fat.
Leave it now,
Vat-
but yeah, it's Sammy
You could-
Vatanen.
I would leave the F, but just put a V in there after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you fit a V between the F and the A?
That's Norwegian. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that? There we go. All right, so there's number 2. And number 1 on the big board this time around for a second consecutive update,
Yes.
Travis Hamonic of the New York Islanders.
Whoa.
It becomes just too obvious.
Rashad made a good point today, though. The price on Hamonic may be going up here a little bit.
Listen, he had a goal last night. He has looked everything like what any team would want, right? Guy with tons of leadership, can play anywhere on the ice and be effective.
If the story hadn't come out that he wanted to head closer to Western Canada,
If it was just a trade
there's
request,
zero chance he's on this list because the Islanders would never move him, I don't think.
right?
But
His contract is so affordable. It's why you may see the Oilers give up more than you think he's worth. Because the contract is so affordable for what you get for him.
if the Oilers draft 4th overall, do you think there's any way that the Islanders...
Well, just take it straight up.
No, there's no way they would do that.
I would think that they would want a
They need a D-man
live
back.
body.
They need some sort of... Maybe they were interested in Griffin Reinhart.
Probably not him.
Lieutenant Eric, you don't have to plug your Instagram account on the big board.
Well,
In fact, you need room for the watch list. We're going to put the watch list on here as well. You can probably fit in there, but they don't need to be as big as names as we've got there. But let's quickly look through the watch list
Sure.
as well.
Just on the bottom there,
Do we,
please.
okay. Do you want it numbered or do we have?
No, these are just 5 names.
Just with
5
comments.
names.
Just with
Yeah,
comments.
you're right. But put right watch list on the board there as well, and then names with comments. Okay, let's start with Tyson Barrie. We're going to give you 5 defensemen who were on the watch
Who
list.
was on number 3
Tyson
on the
Barrie
big
was
board.
number 3 on our list. We moved PK Subban on the list right now. Took Tyson Barrie off. I still like Tyson Barrie. If they could get their hands on Tyson Barrie, that would not be. He's the most popular name on the watch list right now. Tyson Barrie. All right, number 2. Oh, not number 2, but these are names on the watch list. Erik Karlsson, we are putting on the watch list, which is setting things very high.
He is on there for very similar reasons that we have
PK Subban.
PK Subban. In that, yes, there is a way that you can contort your brain to think that he might be available. And once again, if he is, you do everything in your power to get him.
The other name was one that Ryan Rashad brought up earlier today. I know it's been brought up elsewhere in the city as well. I don't understand it for the life of me.
As far as the team.
Because the Carolina Hurricanes have a 19-year-old now in Noah Hannafin and
nothing.
literally nobody else on their blue line. So please, somebody explain to me why they would trade Justin Falk, who has a very good cap number.
Yeah, this is not Travis Hamonic where we know he's made a trade request, which is why you can figure out why he would get moved. Justin Falk, there's been no trade request. He has a good contract, an affordable cap-friendly contract. So yeah, why would any team ever trade him?
It's Justin Falk. not
Justin.
Falk, but you can leave it.
Yeah, no Dustin.
You can leave it.
Yeah.
All right. Not
Actually,
a fan of this
just
one.
added J to that one as well.
Yeah,
like,
I can.
with Django and J.
Yeah.
So the last couple are kind of phrase suggestions. Dennis Weidman's an interesting name. We're going to throw him in a lot. Don't want it.
Don't want it.
Don't want it.
But it's been out there. Cult of Hockey has obviously brought it up. He is definitely available, and he is a right-hand shot veteran defenseman.
And then the last one we do not see eye to eye on. I am giving you the watch list for this guy. Right? You consider putting him on the actual big board? I said, let's pump the brakes on this a little bit. But you will give it to you.
Yeah.
Now, my other options here would be Severson out of New Jersey.
Yeah.
The Stone Kid out of Arizona.
I like both of those guys.
Those would be two guys that I would have on the list. But on the watch list, you want Brent Burns on the watch list.
I want Brent Burns, yeah. And I'll put him on there because he is 3 years old, because he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. And until he re-signs in San Jose, until he signs that contract extension, there will be a question mark next to him.
There's no Z in Burns, but we can go with that.
I just like writing them with the line in.
You like using a line.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
that.
And it's Brent, not Brett.
Yeah, but don't worry about it.
I could fit an N in.
No, I think it looks careful. The big board's going to fall, guys.
No, put an N between the two teams.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the big board. 1, Travis Hamonic. 2, Sammy Fatinen. 3, Jason Demers. 4, Prenal Carl Subban.
Yeah.
PK Subban. Number 5, Kevin Shattenkirk.
Yeah.
He still hasn't got that right. He just wrote that name down twice.
Yeah.
And then the watch list is Tyson Berry, Eric
Taysom.
Carlson. Yeah,
Taysom.
Eric Carlson, Dustin Falk, Denise Weidman, and Brenton Burns. You'll have a live shot of that big board. Heads up, boys.
It's
Big
got a
board
mind of its
almost
own,
fell
yeah.
over. You can watch how we updated this big board on the Post-Show Show today. That'll be at tsnl60.ca, and I'll have a live photo of it on Twitter here.
become aware.
Right away as well.
become aware.
Hey, stay right there. I'm going to take a photo of this. Stay right there. Hold up that big. Be proud of what you just accomplished with that big board. This is your work, and we're going to throw this up on the Twitter right away. Yeah, and now smile in one. There we go. Perfect. Find that at Nielsen 2 cents. Jameson, sorry about this.